This woman planted over 50 million trees, and her idea might be the inspiration you've been looking for. Welcome to Memorandum Podcast, where we celebrate the lives and legacies of the icons who have shaped our world and inspire us to create our own history. I'm Nefertiti, and today we're diving into the extraordinary story of Wangari Maathai, a visionary woman whose hands literally changed the face of a nation and whose heart inspired millions across the globe. Imagine growing up surrounded by lush green hills, hearing the wind whisper through tall trees, and feeling deeply connected to the earth. This was Wangari's childhood in Nyeri, Kenya. Born in 1940, she was the daughter of farmers who taught her respect for the land. Wangari's curiosity was endless. She excelled in school at a time when few girls were encouraged to pursue education. Her talent earned her a scholarship to study biology in the United States, a remarkable opportunity that gave her the knowledge to one day transform Kenya's landscape. Can you picture it? A young woman traveling across the world, absorbing ideas, dreaming of change, and planting the first seeds in her mind for a greener future. When Wangari returned to Kenya in the 1970s, she found something heartbreaking. Deforestation had stripped away much of the green landscape she remembered from her childhood. Rivers were drying up, soil was eroding, and communities were struggling to grow food. Rather than feeling hopeless, Wangari asked a simple but powerful question: what if we could bring the trees back? This question sparked what would become the Green Belt movement, a grassroots effort that mobilized women to plant trees across Kenya. The movement started small. Wangari went door to door, speaking with women, sharing her vision, and encouraging them to plant seedlings. Every tree they planted was a symbol of hope, nourishment, and dignity. Think about this for a moment. How often do we underestimate the power of small actions? Wangari's story reminds us that planting even a single tree can grow into a movement that changes a nation. As the movement grew, Wangari faced many challenges, yet her courage never wavered. She stood for the environment, for democracy, and for the empowerment of women. Her voice became a force for justice, and eventually, her work gained international recognition. In 2004, Wangari Maathai made history as the first African woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. The world celebrated her not only as an environmentalist, but as a leader who connected peace, human rights, and nature. Wangari's story is not just history, it is a living message for today. The trees she planted continue to stand tall across Kenya. They provide shade, clean air, and fertile soil. Her movement taught communities how to restore ecosystems while also restoring hope. Here's the beautiful part. Wangari's legacy reminds us that every one of us holds the power to create meaningful change. Let's reflect for a moment. What trees can you plant in your own life? What actions, no matter how small, can you take to heal, to grow, to empower others? Her work shows us that when we take care of the earth, we take care of each other. In a world facing climate challenges, her message feels more urgent and inspiring than ever. Wangari's courage and determination are proof that one person can ignite a movement and that you, too, can make a difference. Thank you for joining me today on Memorandum Podcast as we honored the life and legacy of Wangari Maathai, a woman who planted over 50 million trees and grew a forest of hope for future generations. If today's story inspired you, take a moment to share this episode with a friend who needs a spark of motivation. Subscribe to Nefertiti Memorandum Podcast on YouTube and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story of the world's most iconic changemakers. Join me next time as we explore another life that continues to teach us how to live with purpose. Until then, keep planting seeds of change in your community, in your relationships, and in your dreams. You've been listening to Memorandum Podcast. Let's keep remembering and keep inspiring.